Here's a quick word from Odys Global, the source for premium age domains with strong branding and powerful backlinks. If you're unfamiliar with Odys, it's I think we can call it a marketplace where they do have these age domains. And you could filter. There's a pretty powerful filtering mechanism over here. And quick note, this is kind of timely, so you can get $750 topped up on your account if you top up your account. So basically, if you put in 750, you can get 750. So there's probably some fine print. Go check it out. It's valid through December 30th. All right, December 30th, 2022. Today, we're going to look at a domain called History Spaces. So hopefully that'll pop up here. And it looks like the filter is taking a second. There we go. So it's called History Spaces, and it was kind of a passion project for a history buff and a teacher who enjoyed the weird and wonderful stories that history has to offer, and he was super into it, and we'll see that when we go look at the Wayback Machine. It's 11 years old, founded back in 2011. The cool thing with Odys, you actually get this little logo here. So there's like a little, I think it's like a castle, tower kind of situation. There are 63 referring domains, and many of them, 57, are do follow or so. And we'll go verify that over on Ahrefs. Sometimes it goes up and down. The domain rating is 10, and the domain authority is 26. But again, we'll go have a look. Now, we'll quickly verify this. So the domain rating is 9. Like I said, these kind of go up and down. Referring domains, we have 64. And let's take a quick look at the backlink profile. So 45 of these are do follow, which is pretty cool. And several of them, so this is the URL rating. So the URL rating is a specific URL that the link comes from. So this has 2 links coming from a 41 or 50 for the URL rating, which is quite high, one from 31 to 40. So those are some pretty powerful links coming from specific URLs. One other cool thing is you can see on the organic traffic, because the site's not super old, you can see that the site was getting some traffic. I mean, we're talking just a few hundred visitors per month here, but it was getting some traffic up until about a year ago when I think, the person let the site go. So it was ranking for a handful of terms, and quite a few actually in the top 100. So if you were able to, reclaim some of those and actually improve them, you may do even better. You can also see, some of the keywords that it was ranking for, which there's not too many, but why is $1 called a buck? So we could look at some of those things when we review the site. Now, we'll take a quick look at the do follow referring domains. We have bing.com, several edus, I think. So we have psu.edu. I thought there were more here, but maybe there's just some others that maybe aren't as high up, or maybe I'm thinking of a different domain. But anyway, you can see a lot of domains here. History Scooper, another. We have Wisdom Biscuits and a couple others like that. And I believe there were links from places like Babel, Healthian, Tim.blog, which I think that's Tim Ferriss's blog. And there's some others if you go review what the historical links were. Now, before we finish up here, went to the Wayback Machine. And again, because it's not a super, super old domain, it's 2011, they actually modernized it a little bit. So, I mean, this looks pretty decent, like a domain that you might expect. They did have a donation model, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend that now. I would say put display ads on the site, because there are informational topics that you can cover. The cool thing, right? So it's the dandelion, lawn wars in suburban America, which turns out a dandelion, those were fine up until some point when people got obsessed with lawns in the U.S. here. There are some other topics. Why, or when someone tells a good story, why is it called spinning a yarn? There are things about dancing. When did tipping originate? So there's all these just kind of random historical facts, which is kind of cool because you could basically cover, really almost anything dealing with history. So if you're a person who loves to watch, say, the History Channel or something like that, this might be a perfect domain for you to check out, because you can watch the shows that you enjoy, write about it, maybe do some original research yourself. You could also most likely take pictures of the stuff depending on the topic area, but you could really focus in and maybe focus on a specific silo of content, for example. Now, display ads, they're going to be fine. There's going to be a lot of general information that you could cover, pretty much unlimited, almost unlimited. I mean, when you really think about what they're covering here, you could focus on geographies, you could focus on certain cities, you could focus on certain things that are just very specific to populations of maybe like an ethnic population, for example. So you could take it whatever route you want. Another area is trivia. So if you wanted to try to monetize in a different way, you might be able to put in like trivia questions and stuff like that. Now, that could be interesting for maybe teachers or something like that, quizzes in a certain area, but you can also cater to the bar trivia crowd. My friends and I used to play bar trivia all the time. There's teams, and there are people that run that, and they actually get paid a decent amount of money to go hang out, run the show, play some music, ask the questions, tally it up. If you were able to put together trivia packs of questions with a theme and maybe some guides, you could sell those to the people. Now, I'm sure there's already services and companies that do that, but that proves the business model. Those would be digital products that you could sell yourself. And finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention AI writers. So the interesting thing is we hear some opponents of AI writers, of which, I was an opponent for a long time, and I think there could be some use cases that are interesting. This could be one of those use cases. If you're writing content that is based on facts and things that are not controversial and they are just like a Wikipedia entry, you probably can use AI effectively to write about that stuff. Maybe you inject some of your own ideas and have a couple paragraphs where maybe you're tying together a couple ideas that would not be in the Wikipedia page, or maybe some original photos or something like that AI couldn't do, but you could use AI to do the core research for many of these topics. Because again, if this is just a known quantity, if there's a Wikipedia page, if there's a online encyclopedia where this information is, then you can probably use the AI tool effectively without worrying about accuracy so much, or like a product review situation. So anyway, if you're interested in this domain, it's available over on Odys Global. It's called historyspaces.com. You can get $100 in your account if you join using my affiliate link, which I greatly appreciate. And that's located in the description. Now, if you buy something, I might get a commission if it qualifies, and I surely appreciate it if you do. So thanks a lot.